San Francisco 49ers wide receiver Brandon Aiyuk is coming off his best NFL season, but the fourth-year wideout says he's about to take off in 2023, and we should all believe him. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Scott Procter. You know the deal by now, because this right here, this is Procter's point of view. As always, we love hearing feedback from you all and receiving comments like this one right here. Stay tuned to a little bit later in this episode when I address this comment. But is there a wide receiver in the NFL more underrated than Brandon Aiyuk? The former Arizona State star had his best season as a pro last year, setting career highs in catches with 78 and receiving yards with 1,015. He led the 49ers in both categories, even with elite pass catchers in Deebo Samuel and George Kittle as teammates, and with San Francisco being a run-first team. Even with the big numbers last season, Aiyuk is never mentioned with the NFL's best receivers, but that right there is going to change after this season. The first reason why is that Aiyuk has improved every season he's been in the NFL. His receiving yards have gone from 748 as a rookie, 826 as a second-year player before setting a career high with 1,015 yards and 8 touchdowns last season. During that span, Aiyuk has turned into one of the NFL's most deadliest route runners. Put on some film on my boy. His ability to change direction, get in and out of breaks with quickness, and rack up yards after catch makes him a nightmare to cover. Just ask the 49ers defense, because Aiyuk been torching them boys all off season, at least according to 49ers star tight end George Kittle. Here's what Kittle had to say about Aiyuk earlier this week on Barstool Sports' Pardon My Take podcast.
I think one guy that you guys are going to love to watch is Brandon Aiyuk.
Yeah. Yep.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Like, he was cooking our defense all of OTAs. It was so fun to watch. We have like 6 mouths to feed on our offense. And so like if he was in an offense where he was the number one choice and got 12 targets a game, he'd probably have 1,400 yards and 15 touchdowns.
Kittle, he brings up an excellent point as to why Aiyuk probably isn't viewed league-wide the way he probably should be. He's teammates with stars and Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, and Kittle himself, which oftentimes overshadows Aiyuk's production. But that could easily change this season. And Brock Purdy, that man is a big reason why. Nick Mullins and Jimmy Garoppolo have started the most games at quarterback during Aiyuk's first 2.5 seasons in the league, which is obviously just a little bit less than ideal. But the emergence of Brock Purdy last season coincided with the best season of Brandon Aiyuk's career. Coincidence? I think not. Expect a Brandon Aiyuk breakout in 2023. You heard it right here first on PPOV. But shout out to our guy right here for this comment. And I want to address this one right here. Michael, my guy, we agree, man. Derrick Rose is still plenty good. He has plenty still left in the tank despite the injury history, despite falling out of the Knicks rotation last season. All my man's needs is the right opportunity and the right team. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check our recent video on Derrick Rose and his future in the NBA now that his time in New York with the Knicks is over. But that's going to do it for this episode of Procter's Point of View. For your boy, Scott Procter, I'll see you right back here tomorrow.